will be one of the many critical issues facing voters in the upcoming U.S. presidential election. Democratic candidate Joe Biden has proposed an ambitious and expensive plan to combat climate change and shift the nation to renewable energy. Well, Bloomberg's Eric Schatzker spoke with Bill Gates in a wide-ranging interview and asked him what he thinks of Biden's approach.
Well, I think ignoring climate change is a gigantic mistake. It's a very tough problem to solve, and it's one that you have to start many decades ahead of when you want that solution deployed, because you're talking about changing most of the physical economy of the world. Transport, industry, buildings, electricity, all of those things, and agriculture contribute to those emissions. And many of these sources of emissions, we have no solution. So, thank goodness that we have a lot of innovation power, that we can be clever about designing policies and incentives to take things like steel and cement, which are very, very difficult, and find a way of making those without a big premium in cost, and yet having those be green products.
You're a realist, especially when it comes to science. How realistic is Biden's 100% clean energy in America by 2035?
I think that will be very difficult to achieve because it's a great goal. We should do the model of the grid to see how you maintain reliability when you're increasingly reliant on intermittent sources. Storage is still way too expensive to make it the way to deal with that. I and many others are funding lots of storage breakthroughs. We're also funding clean sources like fission. That if we made that a lot less expensive and a lot safer, it could play a significant role here. So we don't really have that blueprint. There's an open source model that anybody can plug in what they think that'll look like, and we'll see what is the cost, what is the reliability. But without innovation, a lot of innovation, we won't be able to get there.
And you can catch that full conversation later today, plus more throughout the day from the Bloomberg Green Festival. Coming up, we talk tech, more from our conversation with the Alphabet Chief Financial Officer, Ruth Porat. That's coming up next, and this is Bloomberg.